What we're talking about today is lesson 11, multiplying and dividing real numbers. Multiplication is a way to show repeated addition of the same number. So, for example, we show here that we have, that we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, and 3 plus 3 is 6. But we could write those as multiplication instead, which is what we generally prefer to do. So we say 3 times 2 equals 6, and 2 times 3 equals 6. So this is saying that 3 2's gives me 6, and 2 3's also gives me 6. Properties of real numbers. The identity property of multiplication. That is number 1 here. Whoops, okay. For every real number a times 1 equals 1 times a, which also equals a. So what they're saying here, the identity property of multiplication is whenever we take 1 times anything, we get that anything. Multiplication property of 0, that's number 2. And that is for every real number a times 0 is 0. And we know that whenever we multiply anything times 0, our answer is always 0. The inverse property of multiplication, which maybe at this point is the only one that you probably have a possibility of having heard of before, that is for every real number a, where a is not equal to 0, a times its reciprocal, Number 3, the inverse property of multiplication for every real number a, where a is not equal to 0, a times its reciprocal equals its reciprocal times a, which equals 1. And for example, I'm going to give you a concrete example of this one. If I had 3, I know that all of you know the reciprocal of 3. I know that 3 is 3 over 1, so its reciprocal would then be 1 over 3. And that equals, my computer is running very slow right now for some reason, and it's giving my pen some difficulty. And that equals 1, okay, because I could show this 3 as 3 over 1, okay, and I know that 3's will cancel out across that multiplication, and so then I just have 1 over 1, which is 1. Okay, multiplying sign numbers. Number 1 says the product of two numbers with the same sign is a positive number. So if I have, they give me 3 times 4, those are both positive numbers. We don't have to show a positive for us to know that it's a positive number. As long as it doesn't have the negative, it's implied that it is a positive. So we have 3 times 4, which is 12, and then we have negative 5 times negative 3, which gives us a positive 15 because they have the same sign. The product of two numbers with opposite signs is a negative number. We know that opposites gives us a negative, hopefully at this point. Negative 2 times positive 4. This one is a negative and this one is a positive, which means they're opposite sign, and that will give us a negative answer, and then we conduct that multiplication just like we normally would. 4 times 2 gives us that 8. Then we have 6 times a negative 2. 6 times negative 2, those are opposite signs, so we have a negative answer, and 6 times 2 is 12. So it wants us to simplify. This should be very quick and painless. I have a positive 12 times a negative 8. which means that my answer is going to be a negative, because one's a positive, one's a negative. So I have a negative 96, very slowly making that out, okay? And over here on D, I have two negatives, which means my answer is going to be a positive, so we just have to multiply these two things. So whenever I do that, I have 5.2 times 3, which gives me 15.6. This is very frustrating. I apologize. On example 2, this part is very, very important. Parentheses with negatives and exponents are so important. Okay, whenever I have an exponent of 3 here, okay, it's touching these parentheses, which means it belongs to everything inside the parentheses. And inside the parentheses, I have negative 2. So this means that I'm taking negative 2. Okay, I don't know. Negative 2 times a negative 2 times a negative 2. So whenever I multiply these, I can only multiply two numbers at any given time. So I have a negative times a negative, which gives me a positive. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then I bring down what I haven't used, which is that last negative 2. So I now have a positive times a negative. Opposite signs gives me a negative. And 4 times 2 gives me 8. On this one, exact same concept. The 4 is touching the parentheses, the exponent of 4, which means it belongs to everything inside. So I have a negative 4 times a negative 4 times a negative 4 times a negative 4. So, again, only two numbers can be multiplied at a time. So I have a negative times a negative, which gives me a positive. 4 times 4, we know, is 16. Bring down everything that I have not used. Then I have positive 16 times a negative 4. I know that that has to give me a negative answer, and 16 times 4 will give me 64. Bring down that final negative 4 that I have not used. Negative times a negative gives me a positive. 64 times 4 gives me a final answer of a positive 256. Now, do you have to show all of your work like this? To start with, yes, because I want to know, or I need to know, that you know what the exponent means, what all it belongs to, etc., etc. Do you have to show me all of this? Not necessarily. If you show me this part and a final answer, I'm going to call that good. Okay, but I need to know that you know that this 4 belongs to the negative and the 4. Same goes on this part over here. I need to see the first part and the final answer. I have to know that you know what it means for it to count. On C, I don't have parentheses, and this is why those parentheses are so important. This 3 only belongs to the 5. So I have a negative, and then this 5 is to the third power. So I have negative 5 times 5 times 5. So negative 5 times 5 gives me a negative. 5 times 5 is 25. Bring down that last 5 that I haven't used. Negative times a positive gives me a negative, and 25 times 5 is a 125. Final answer. Dividing is very similar to multiplying. Okay, whenever we divide, the sign of the quotient of the numbers with the same sign is going to be a positive. If they have different signs, it'll be a negative. So on the first one, we want to say that it's going to be positive, and on the second one, it will be a negative. So down below, I have a negative times a negative, which means my answer is going to be a positive. 72 divided by 24 gives me a positive 3. Pretend that looks like a 3. Holy moly, 3. Okay. And on B over here, I have 12.1 divided by negative 11. So I have a positive divided by a negative, which means my answer is going to then be a negative because they're opposite signs. And I have 12.1 divided by 11, a negative 11. And that answer is going to be a negative 1.1. I want you to go ahead and do these on your own. So you can pause at this point and check your answer tomorrow in class. Final example here is example 5. It says, after an event, 5 students will equally share the profits or the debt. The event ended with a debt represented by negative $100. What value represents each student's share? So they're each going to share it individually but equally. Okay, there are 5 students, so I have to take that negative 100 and I have to split it, that negative $100, and I have to split it between 5 students. So the best way for me to do that is to divide. So I'm going to take negative $100 and I'm going to divide that by 5 students. So my answer here would be that each student owed $20 because the value that represents each student's share would be a negative $20. That's it for today. Make sure that you have taken good notes, and I will see you in class tomorrow.